Hello everyone, my name is Ishita Mangal. I'm a fashion designer and a content creator, and welcome to my Korea haul. Honestly, I'm not a person who shops at all when I travel. I'm the kind of person who would only do sightseeing, explore culture with the local people, dress up in the traditional costumes, eat food, and that's pretty much it. I do not shop at all. Even if I do, there'll be like minute things that are unique to that place. It's never like this. This time I think I went berserk. Also, I ended up shopping a lot of things because a lot of things spoke to me. A lot of things are unique to Korea. A lot of things were things that I was already looking for and I found them there, and which is why I ended up shopping a lot more than I usually do when I travel. In fact, there's a whole big suitcase of just shopping, which is why I've ended up doing this haul video, which is my first ever haul video ever since I have started making content, which is now 4 years. So that is saying something, but I feel like this is the kind of haul video that might benefit the people who are visiting Korea sometime soon or in the near future. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. First and foremost, I want to show you jeans. I bought so many baggy jeans. Oh my god. Baggy jeans is totally my style, and it's also one of those things that I just couldn't find anywhere else. In India, when you find baggy jeans, they're really short for me in length, or the material is not good, or they're not baggy enough. There's some or the other issue. Also, I feel like people in India don't wear baggy jeans that often, which is why you don't get this style. You find flared, straight, fitted, all of that, but I feel like baggy is something that is not readily available. So I really made a point to shop a lot of baggy jeans there because that is my style. I in fact shopped these and I wore them there itself. And in Korea, the thing is that you will find baggy jeans everywhere. Like, you'll find it on the roadside, you'll find it in stores, you'll find them in thrift stores, like everywhere. So there's something for everyone in all parts of Korea. So I shopped this one, which I've actually not worn yet, but it's completely ripped and super baggy. I love it. Then I also shopped these, which have this like sort of painted effect, also faded, again super baggy. I just love them. Then we also have this, which is a very different color. I really like the color combination that it has. It's not as baggy, it's more straight, but I felt like it was a unique style. And honestly, these are not very expensive. All of these jeans you will find in the range of 2,000 to maximum 6,000. And I think this is the range that you will find over there. For baggy jeans, that's saying something because first of all, baggy jeans use a lot of material and these are good materials. So I don't know where they're made in. I don't know if they're made in China or in Korea itself. I don't know that, but I felt like it was cheap for the quality that you're getting. So I really shopped a lot of baggy jeans, and actually I've worn most of these already over here, and when I wore them I was like, oh my god, I wish that I had shopped more, because there you had like some really eccentric styles also, like in purple and yellow and things like. At that time I was like, no, let me just shop this much. I'd already purchased 5-6 jeans by then, and I was like, no, but then now I'm just like, where will I find them? The other thing that you will find a lot over there are cute mini skirts. Honestly, I have personally not worn mini skirts in a while, but I'm really feeling the vibe. Also very much into the whole Korean aesthetic. So this mini skirt really spoke to me. I love the pleating, the buckle detailing, and the color of it. Also, it's got like shorts inside, so that makes it like really comfortable for me to wear it. I'm planning to style it in the winter with like long boots and things like that. So if you like the whole mini skirt aesthetic, you will find a lot of variety of mini skirts over there. I would like to style them with a high neck because I'm wearing something so short in the bottom. I ideally like to wear something super covered on the top. So either if it's a camisole, I'll wear it with a blazer, or I'll style it with a black turtleneck and wear it with boots, something like that. So that's what I plan to do with it. I love it. So the last time that I went to US, I had a layover at the Korean airport, and there I found about this brand called Zexy Mix. It's a brand which makes gym wear and sportswear, and oh my god, they had the best kind of quality in terms of not just the fit but even the fabric, and it was so cheap. Like, you would find sweatpants and things for like 2,000. I mean, that's not dirt cheap, but it's cheap for the kind of quality that you're getting, because the same thing I would imagine you would get over here for 5,000, 6,000 for the just matching the quality perspective and the styles. So I picked up on a lot of sweatpants and some camisoles and things, but every time I buy from a new brand that I don't know of, even if I love it, I don't shop too much. So I bought like 2 sweatpants, 1 top, things like that, and every time I would wear it in India, people would ask me where I got it from, and it was super comfortable. It's like one of those pieces that every time it comes after washing, you just go for that piece because it's so comfortable and so flattering on your body. So this time I made sure that I go visit Zexy Mix. I couldn't find the kind of sweatpants that I had shopped last time, because I think every season they probably make a new collection, so they had a different variety which was not speaking to my style. But I did pick up on a lot of tops. So I picked up this top, which I felt like was a good color, and I picked up in this elephant grey color, which also I really love. This is the back. So it's just one of those tops that already has an inbuilt bra support, so you don't need to wear a sports bra with it, but it's like a top and it fits you really well. The fabric is really, really good. It's better than your Lululemon and Alo and all of that people obsess over when they're traveling outside. I actually don't like Lululemon and Alo. I feel like their quality is not as great, and also they're extremely, extremely overpriced, and the fits don't work on my body. So that's just what it is. And then I picked up these turtlenecks, which are also great because we're also transitioning into winter. So, and I live in Delhi, so I will get to wear these at some point. But these are also tops that you can wear otherwise and not just for gym. So yeah, that's what I picked up on. But highly recommend that you visit Zexy Mix if you have a layover at the Incheon airport, or you just happen to be in Korea. I also picked up on these tops. I felt like they were so cool. They have this new style of wearing tops, and then they have this attached crop top on it, which is already attached, which is something that I saw very often over there, and I saw people wearing it also. So I got them in black and grey, and I want both of them over there. And then the top that I'm wearing right now, it's also very Korean aesthetic and also shopped from Korea. The other thing that I highly recommend that you do in Korea is portraits. I know portraits is something which is not uncommon. You find it in various places, especially when you're visiting as a tourist. But I felt like this portrait, first of all, it's so cute, it's colorful, and I feel like they've made me into this Korean version of me. Like they've made me so fair, and they've put blush, and all my entire jawline and everything is just gone. They've made me into this round face, which I felt was kind of cute. Like no matter what your face is, they'll just transform it into this Korean aesthetic. It's kind of funny, but also very something that would only happen there, right? So I got this done with my dog. You can get it done with your partner, your family, whatever you want. So I actually did not pick up sunglasses from there because almost everything that I liked was out of stock. I picked up spectacles. But look at these spectacles. They are so amazing. Like look at the frame. So they don't change the lens for you. They will not do that. You can get the lens changed from anywhere. So I'm going to get that done in India. I have a number, so I'm going to do that. And I better change it for my number because वैसे ही मुझे red flags नहीं दिखते. तो मेरे लिए तो बहुत ज़रूरी है कि मैं कुछ तो नंबर लगा लूँ. But highly recommend that you visit Gentle Monster. It's one of those iconic labels. It's a Korean brand. It's very hard to get your hands on any kind of sunglasses. I really liked one of these colorful Hello Kitty number, but it was out of stock. Everything that I liked was out of stock, but highly recommend that you visit them. Another thing that I picked up from there is this hat. I love hats. I love caps in general, and I try to look for different kinds of hats and caps because I wear them a lot. I don't wear as much in India, to be very honest, but when I travel, I wear them all the time. I think my hats are infamous at this point. So I grabbed onto this one because it's got this unique shape and that I really liked. I like the checks. I generally only shop neutrals when it comes to headwear, but even though this is kind of like a neutral color, but it's got this ripped denim checkered vibe, which I really liked. I also ended up wearing this over there, and yeah, this was nice. I think hats are one of those things that I also like to carry when I travel, because it's a quick fix for your bad hair day. So whenever you have an oily scalp or bad hair day, you can just wear this and make it like a look. The other thing that I shopped was this bag, which I found was extremely interesting. Firstly, it's got an interesting shape. It is made of fabric, and so it obviously cannot hold a lot, but I just found it extremely unique. Also, the fact that it's a Korean brand, and also that it is actually made out of recycled polyester from the ocean. So that's what it says. It is made with ocean recycled polyester, which is made from post-consumer marine plastic waste, which I felt was really, really cool. There are floors and floors and floors of stores with jewelry in it in Korea. You will find so much dainty jewelry, so much cute jewelry. It'll be extremely hard to resist. So just like me, I know that you will also end up shopping some jewelry from there, and I feel like the prices over there are a lot cheaper than the prices in India that you find in stores, and the quality is much better. So I again shopped this like cute bow necklace. I also shopped these rings. It's also called like drip jewelry, which is totally my aesthetic, which a lot of people ask me about also on my Instagram. But I also shopped these cute bracelets that I really, really liked. And I wore them all the time in Korea itself. So I've worn them quite a lot, but I continue to wear them even now. This little heart necklace, you'll find so many heart necklaces, so many bow things. It's just unfunny. And some of these little cute tops. You know, there are times when you don't know which earrings to wear, and then you just want to be cute. Or maybe this is just something that I do, but I really like this purchase also. They're just little tiny tops of angry faces and cute things. So the problem with Korea is there are just so many cute little things here and there. It's very hard to resist, and they're like all cheap. So you will like see this random cute calculator, for example, that you've never seen anywhere else. So you're just like, oh, I don't need this calculator, but I will just pick it up because A, it's cute, B, it's cheap. So you just pick up these random things, and then you end up with so much chota, so much saman. Like, it's just one of those things. So I just picked these up. Like, I was not even looking for this kind of jewelry or, you know, these tops or anything, but they were just calling out to you. They were so cute and they were cheap. So I was like, okay, chalo, ye bhi le lo. And yeah, this is that. But I've actually, like I said, like already worn them a lot. So I don't regret any of this. Another thing I highly recommend you shop from there are hair accessories, and I know you get enough and good hair accessories in India as well, but I feel like the styles there were a lot more unique, more fresh and more relevant to today's styling. So I picked up this Juda pin, which I felt was very unique, especially when in times when like I need to go out a lot, I need to go for events and things like that. I generally like also going out a lot, so not every time it's possible for me to get a hairstylist and style my hair. So these accessories help, because you can just do a simple bun and put this in, you know, like things like that. So that's why I shop these accessories, because then I can do my hairstyles myself, and then it still looks like you've made an effort. You know, this was a cute again bun pin that I really liked. It's got this matte silver stainless steel finish. Then again, some other cute bows. There's so many bows in Korea, it's not even funny. So I shopped these as well. And I got this gold claw clip, which has these little pearl details on the side, which I felt was interesting. So you can just make a loose bun and then put this on, and it'll look like you put in a lot of effort, when really you've just shopped this clip from a random store in Korea. I also shopped this cute cat clip, which I use on an everyday basis, because it's essentially plastic and it's very light, but it just looks really cute. I wear it in the gym and during the day all the time. So get your hands on it, and this is just a few things, but you will find a lot of variety, and depending on your style and your needs and wants, I think you can get yourself a bunch of clips as well. The other thing that, even if I don't speak about it, I know that you will end up shopping that in Korea, and those are these cute bows. You you get bows like everywhere in Korea, like bow jewelry, bows to put on your hair, and then there are so many different kinds of bows. So honestly, bow is not my personal aesthetic. I don't think I'm very feminine from my fashion aesthetic point of view, but I couldn't resist shopping these. I think this was so cute. It has this pearl detailing on the side and it's like a little clip that goes on. So I shopped this, and then I shopped this leathery, it's not leather, but it looks like that. So I bought this bow, which I feel like is ideal for winters, which is what we are gravitating towards. So I shopped this. This is more me kind of aesthetic. So I really like this, but there are so many different kinds of bows that you will find that you'll actually be spoiled for choice. It's just mere evil se aura mein ye cute sa bow, I think, would be interesting. Also picked up these really cute Korean bookmarks that I saw in a museum. I felt like these are good for gifting. Like this family that I have that loves reading and using bookmarks, so I felt like this was interesting. I love BTS. I'm ARMY, and I think there is nobody that is hidden from. So I obviously went and picked up Kim Taehyung stickers and a Kim Taehyung pen. My bias is V, and I am not afraid to admit it, and this is what I picked up. I also picked up Kim Taehyung socks, which I have already worn and that are in washing. So maybe I can put a B-roll and show you. But yeah, so you will actually find a lot of, I mean, of course, if you're a K-drama or K-pop enthusiast, you will find a lot of their merch and random things in different parts of Korea. And it will be a treat for the eyes just to even be in these stores and look at them. So if you are an ARMY or a fan, you will pick up one of these items. And I had to pick up this pen, and I had to pick up stickers because I love stickers. I don't know how many of you know them. I pick up stickers from everywhere. I also picked up these random Hello Kitty stickers. I pick up all kinds of stickers because I actually maintain a journal and I use it on it, and that deserves a different video altogether. But some of my habits are extremely kiddish and I'm not afraid to admit them. The other thing that I love collecting from different parts of the world are these notebooks. So I picked up this Hello Kitty notebook as well from Korea. I pick up a notebook from everywhere. Also, I'm just a person who likes writing. I actually write my scripts instead of just typing. I like to stick to writing, journaling, things like that. So I use notebooks all the time, and I like keeping one in my bag and just for random things. So yeah, that's why I picked this up. But you will find a lot of amazing stationery and like sticky notes, things like that, like amazing stuff. If you're into stationery, then you must check out some of their stores. I think it is no surprise that I am absolutely smitten by the K-boys, and I love the K fashion even pertaining to the K-boys. So I was really drawn even to the menswear, and I have this inherent habit of entering the men's section of shopping, not just because you also find really, really cute boys, but also because you find really good fits also. So I love shopping men's t-shirts. I feel like they're thicker, they are better quality, and I personally gravitate towards the loose t-shirt styles. So I love shopping from the menswear collection. I actually went to the men's section and I shopped a little bit for my brother, and this is the t-shirt that I got. So I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it's plain black. It is loose, but it has a little bit of texture on it, which I kind of liked. And then I also really liked this sort of tie-dye aesthetic, and it has these drop shoulders, which I think is very Jungkook coded, and I love Jungkook. But I showed this to my brother and he immediately rejected it, so now I will have to find another boy to give this to. Yeah, but I love t-shirts. So ये थोड़ा wasteful shopping हो गई, but it's okay. We will find Jungkook in future and probably gift it to him. Now we're finally landing into the most important part of this video, which is K-beauty. K-beauty comes in two forms. First, you can get actually treatments done over there, but I think when it comes to treatments, you need to dedicate your trip to the treatment itself, because you need to take post care and pre care, and you can't really travel around. You have to sleep well, eat well, all of that. Also, I feel like if your trip is treatment focused, then do just that, because nothing will happen with just 1 or 2 treatments. You have to stay there for longer, and you have to keep getting things done to actually see a visible result on your skin, which I did not have time for, to be honest, and I didn't see any value in getting just 1 or 2 things done, so I left that altogether, and instead I got my hands on a lot of products. The one thing that Korea is really known for is retinol. They have some of the brands that were one of the first few to manufacture retinol. Also, retinol is an highly unstable ingredient, so it's very difficult to stabilize it, and I feel like some of these brands have done a very good job at it, because they've also improvised their retinol ingredient over the years. The one brand that was highly recommended to me was Iope, and it was really difficult to get my hands on this. This also says number 1. Iope is one of the brand that has improvised their retinol like I think 10 or 11 times, and so I had to get my hands on this. I've also got a bunch of other retinols. These are all different kinds of retinols. There's some eye serums and some normal serums, but I feel like none of these retinols can be used together at once. Retinol is it's an active ingredient, and so you should be very careful when you use it. I have been using retinol, but I feel like the Korean retinols are more potent, so I'm going to use this once in 3 days and see what the result is going to be, and then increase the dosage accordingly. The other thing that I absolutely had to get my hands on is this Riedel shot. So basically this is a serum which has Riedels on it, which are micro Riedel things that basically help penetrate the product deep into your skin. This is 100. It's advised to get your hands on a 50, but I could not find it anywhere. There's also 300 and 700. So your skin basically needs to get used to it before you fully go all in. But this is also one of the products that's highly recommended in Korea. So this is also one of the formulations which is not there in any other part of the world, and you will only find it in Korea and maybe in few other places, because it's also not approved in a lot of other countries. So highly recommend that when you visit, you get your hands on this and try it on. So I obviously picked up on a lot of sheet masks. These are a lot of collagen, vitamin C sheet masks. This I felt was very interesting. It's a patch that you put on your jawline, and it's supposed to make it like a V. I don't think it can really completely change it, but I feel like it's good for days when you feel bloated and things like that. This was also interesting. These are wrinkle repair patches, so for the lines around your nose and then for the lines on your forehead. Very interesting. This is the same. It's a firming patch, but it has a little bit of needle on it, which I felt was interesting, so I'm going to try it and let you know about how this is. They have a lot of heat patches, like for like if you have backache or knee ache and things like that, but I purchased this one for the stomach, which is great for when you're cramping on your period. So I got this one, and then a lot of foot exfoliating masks that you just sort of put in water and you put your feet in it and it just exfoliates. This is a foot exfoliating cream, so that was interesting. All of these products I've picked from Olive & Young, which is like the Sephora of Korea. I'm going to mention all these products in the description, but I also have to say that when you enter these stores, it can be quite intimidating. So it's better to stick to what you need and just go to those sections, because you find products for every part of your body. Now you don't need that, right? Like when I go to the hair care section, I'm quite happy with the shampoo and conditioner that I already have. I did not even look for that in the section, but what I wanted to look for was masks and basically heat therapies, because I use a lot of heat on my hair given my profession. I have to go for shoots, I have to get my hair done, this and that, and I feel like there's a lot of damage done to my hair on a regular basis. So I got myself a lot of amino peptide masks to put before shampooing and after shampooing, hair-borne treatment, no wash heat damage treatment. There's different kinds of heating treatments that I got for my hair. So this is what I focused on. I did not shop for other things like mousse and hairspray and things like that, because I don't style my hair so often, and when I do, I prefer not to use sprays. So I avoided that, but I focused on a lot of pre and post hair care. This is again a no wash hair treatment. So these are just masks and things that you can apply to your hair, and this is what I wanted, so this is what I shopped, which is why I say that just shop for what suits you or for what you're looking for, because otherwise these stores can be so intimidating. I got my hands on a lot of moisturizers, and if you have to shop just one brand from there, I would recommend Dr. Jart. Dr. Jart is actually a brand that is available in India now, but I'm guessing it has to be a little more expensive than in Korea because it's a Korean brand, so you're gonna get it for a lot cheaper in Korea. So I picked up a lot of Dr. Jart moisturizers, repair creams, smoothing creams and things like that, just like calming things, because again I do a lot of makeup. Given my profession, I need a lot of cream mist, calming mist. I have dry skin and also approaching winter right now, so I just wanted to focus on purchasing skincare which is extremely hydrating, nourishing, rich on peptides and things like that. So that's what I picked. This is a mist. These are again creams. I also picked up something from La Roche-Posay. Like, this is a brand which is a French brand, so but you don't get this brand in India anymore, sadly, so I just picked this up. This is again a peptide skin booster, again Dr. Jart ultra moisturizing cream. So they have lots of different creams, and I picked up almost all of them. There's a spray one, there's a tube one, there's a gel based one, and I picked up a bunch of them. This one is a pore tightening serum, so this is one of the few serums that I purchased. I didn't shop on a lot of serums because I feel like India does a good job of serums, and I like I said, like I wanted to focus my purchases on just the things that I needed. So this is one of the few serums that I purchased. The other thing I highly recommend that you get from there is sunscreen, also because they have a lot of filters that have not been approved in other parts of the world. So the sunscreens are supposed to be extremely advanced. I got this collagen sunscreen, then there's a tone up sunscreen, then there's this sort of like a compact sunscreen. So it's sunscreen, but it's like a compact, and I felt like this was really cute, like one of those Korean things that are just adorable. Like, this is sunscreen. It was so cute. So, and then you have stick sunscreens and things like that, which they are really advanced in. So get your hands on sunscreen for sure. Then there's some oil control paper. Now this is something I really need for my shoots. When I'm sweating in between shoots, it's difficult to do your touch-ups and things. So these are just paper that you sort of blot on, and it's supposed to absorb all the oil. So I got these. I got two face washes, a pore remedy one and a facial spa cleanser, just two different kinds of face washes. And their spot treatment is supposed to be really nice. So I got these blemish spot patches that you can just sort of put on wherever you have acne or blackhead. This for blackhead, this for dark spot, and this is a nose strip to just rip off any kind of dirt or anything on it. So the spot treatment is supposed to be really, really good. The other thing that I got are these toner pads. So it's a bottle that you put, and they have, this is a toner with vitamin and niacinamide concentration, and you just sort of put it on your face, and they're also really popular for their toner pads, so I picked this. Next, I got a lot of lip treatments because they're also supposed to be really good. Again, Dr. Jart, and another brand I recommend is Laneige. So Laneige also you get in India, but it's really expensive here, and it's a Korean brand, so it's better to get it from there if you happen to be there. Otherwise you can find it in India. And this is Burt's Bees lip balms, also supposed to be really nice. So a lot of lip treatments. And the other thing I got is this is like a bandage for the oppas when they have too many opinions. But I feel like, on a serious note, this is a bandage that you put in your mouth for somebody who snores or makes a lot of noises at night, things like that. I found it interesting, so I got it, but actually there's no use of it with me. But I just wanted to get my hands on this product and see if it actually helps. There are a lot of products like in terms of straighteners and things like that over there, but again, I don't generally style my own hair as much, and I already have a working straightener and things like that, so I didn't even go to that section. But the one thing that I did pick on was this heating eyelash curler, which I felt was very interesting. So I picked this, and then I picked up these clips, which is the Rocket hair volume clip, and this is also a root volume clip. So you basically put that on, and if if you blow dry on top of it, it's going to give you volume. I'm going to try these on and make like shorts on it and see and show you the result. But I found this to be very interesting. The other thing that I picked up was tablets. So you get a lot of tablets, multivitamin and things like that. It can again be very intimidating. So I just picked this Multivita Max. It's got multivitamins for when I travel. I just want to pop one pill and not carry like 10 different things. And this is omega-3. Also another ingredient which is highly recommended to get from Korea. So I got these. And then I have this hair fixer, which again I intend to use during my shoots. You know, your baby hair sort of comes out and things like that. And this is a whitening pen. Now I know you get whitening pens here also, like for when you stain your white shirt or anything else, but I do know that the products in Korea are a lot more advanced. So I just got myself my hands on this one pen and see how it behaves versus the Indian products. The other thing that is just inescapable while you're in Korea, and it is just one of the things you have to get your hands on, are charms. Oh my god, I have never seen such amazing charms anywhere in the world, and I have gone berserk shopping for charms because I feel like charms are something that you can use as keychains. You can put them on your bags. You know, last time when I went to Japan, I had seen a lot of people put on charms on their backpacks and bags, and I was always in awe of how it looked. I wanted to get my hands on it, but that time I think I was not actively shopping or was not looking to shop, so I didn't even look for charms. But here I found so many of them. I put them on my bag immediately. Like there's this cute teddy bears and hearts and lots of bows that you can put on around your bags. I also decorated my gym bag with this cute little charm, and that's not it. I have bought this charm, which is this little teddy ballerina, which is so cute. Then there is this one, which is like a mini purse hanging charm. Imagine like a purse hanging from a purse. I think it's so cute. Then I picked up this teddy bear, which has a little camera on it. So I was like, okay, I'll put this on my bag when I'm traveling for my shoots because I thought that was so cute. And this camera actually also flashes. Wait. Can you see? It's so cute. I just like, you just find all these like random cute things. Like if this is, like for them, this is not cute enough. So they've put a camera with a flash. It was so cute. It's so irresistible. Honestly, I was really drawn. Like some people might find this very kiddish. I just find it extremely endearing. And this little Game Boy thing, I think it was so cute. There is a whole bag of just charms. This is all charms, and I now feel that I should have gotten more. First of all, the charms are not that expensive over there. Like a lot of these charms are 200, 300 rupees. Like when I was picking, I thought, oh, maybe it's for 2000, 3000, but it was for 200, 300. So it's not that expensive. So you end up shopping, you know, these little things a lot more than you need. But I also feel like they look so cute. I put them on my bags here and there, like all of my bags. Like I got them according to the collection that I have of my bags, and I'm going to put them on my bags here and there and just use it on your clothes, on your jeans and things like that. I think it looks so cute. Also for gifting, I feel like it's great if you feel like your friend or whoever you're gifting to is going to appreciate that, because I feel like a lot of people might just think that it's super kiddish, but it's so cute. You have to get charms when you go to Korea because it is just so endearing to shop and put them on and decorate them. It's just amazing. Oh my god, wait, I'm going to show you all the charms individually on the B-rolls, but you have to see this one. It's a toaster charm. It's so cute. Why do they make everything so cute? And then I also got like this Barbie charm. I love it. I think it's super cute. Moving on to other random things that I got, like this cute Korean mirror. I felt like it was so cute. Like I'm honestly saying you will just find these random cute things, like cute men, cute items. You can't pick up the men, but you can pick up these items. So highly recommend that you get this. and then I put this cute nail cutter. There is this spoon, a cat spoon that just will hang on whatever cup you put it on. And this is something that I made a special effort to get. These are cute bandages. So I saw somebody wearing them with like this cute catsy print, and I was like, oh my god, I have to get these bandages, and I got these cute bandages. You have to get these. The other thing that I had decided to shop before visiting was a cute phone cover. This is the one that I purchased. I think it's a really cute cover, and it's got these little holes, so you can buy buttons to put on it, just like you know how you do in Crocs. Purchase this bow, this cute dog, and a little cute heart to go on this. And then I also purchased like additional buttons like this flower and this heart. So just in case you misplace those, or you're tired of those, or you're bored of those, you can always replace it with all of these other cute things. And you also get these like phone handles, or you know, these strings that you can put on your phone, and you get like different varieties of these. I just picked the one that went with my aesthetic and my cover. So that's it, guys. That was my Korean haul. It was really long, but some of these products were things in my bucket list. Some of these were impulse purchases, yes, but nothing that I regret as of now. And I do want to say, for a lot of these skincare products, I've not personally used them yet. Like you saw, everything is still in their boxes. I'm going to start using them and let you know the results through my shorts content. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, if you want to know anything more about Korea, or anything that I shopped, or your experience in Korea, please don't forget to share it in the comment section. My name is Ishita Mangal, and I will see you next time. Bye.